Are you stuck between buying or renting a home in 2025? You're not alone. With soaring interest rates, volatile housing markets, and rental prices that just won't quit, it's harder than ever to figure out what makes more financial sense. But in this video, we're breaking it all down: costs, flexibility, taxes, lifestyle, and more, to help you decide whether buying or renting in 2025 is the smarter move for you. Let's start with the basics. What does it mean to rent? When you rent, you pay a landlord a monthly fee to live in a home that they own. You get flexibility and fewer responsibilities, but you're not building equity. On the other hand, when you buy a home, you take out a mortgage, usually for 15 to 30 years, and gradually pay it off to own the property outright. That's the traditional model, but in 2025, the lines are getting blurrier. First, let's talk money. Renting is often seen as throwing money away. But is it really? Not always. Renting may actually be cheaper in the short term, especially when you consider the upfront costs of buying a home. Think about the down payment, usually 5 to 20% of the home's price. Then there are closing costs, property taxes, homeowners insurance, maintenance, and repairs. Buying a $400,000 home in 2025, you could be shelling out over $100,000 in upfront and recurring expenses just in the first year. Now compare that to renting. In most cities, you need a security deposit, maybe first and last month's rent, and you're good to go. Yes, rent is high in many places, but so are mortgage payments, thanks to interest rates that are hovering around 6.5 to 7% in mid-2025. And don't forget the maintenance. When you rent, a broken water heater is your landlord's problem. When you buy, it's yours. But owning a home gives you equity, the part of the home you actually own after subtracting what you owe on your mortgage. Over time, if your home appreciates in value and you pay down the mortgage, your wealth grows. That's why many people say buying is an investment. However, real estate markets don't always go up. If you bought in 2022 or 2023 in a hot market, chances are your home's value has either stagnated or declined slightly. Another key factor: stability. Owning your home means no more surprise rent increases or eviction notices. It's yours. That brings peace of mind, especially for families or people who plan to stay in one place for 5 years or more. On the flip side, if you think you might need to move within a couple of years, for a job, family reasons, or just a change of scenery, renting offers the flexibility to pick up and go without the hassle of selling a house. Next, let's talk taxes. Homeowners get certain tax benefits, like mortgage interest deductions and property tax deductions. But in 2025, with the standard deduction being higher than ever, many people don't itemize and therefore don't benefit from those deductions. Renting doesn't come with tax perks, but it also doesn't come with unexpected costs like a leaky roof or a surprise HOA assessment. Let's break it down further with a few real-world scenarios. First, meet Sarah. She's 30, single, and just landed a new remote job. She's unsure where she'll be in 2 years. For her, renting makes total sense. She doesn't want the burden of maintaining a home, and flexibility is key. Now meet Mike and Jessica. They're in their late 30s, have 2 kids, and plan to stay in their current city long-term. For them, buying a home makes more sense. They're building equity, want stability for their children, and don't want to deal with a landlord. So how do you decide what's right for you? Ask yourself these questions. 1. How long do you plan to stay in the area? If it's under 3 to 5 years, renting may be better. 2. Do you have the savings for a down payment, closing costs, and emergency repairs? 3. Are you comfortable with potential risks like declining property values or rising mortgage rates? 4. What's the monthly cost comparison between renting and owning in your area? And be sure to factor in taxes, insurance, HOA fees, and maintenance. 5. Do you value flexibility or stability more? There's no one-size-fits-all answer in 2025. In some markets, renting is still cheaper than buying, especially in big cities like New York, San Francisco, or Toronto. But in smaller cities or suburbs, buying might save you money over the long term. Use Rent Versus by calculators online. Speak with a financial advisor. And most importantly, be honest about your goals and lifestyle. Here's a pro tip. Think of homeownership not just as a financial move, but as a lifestyle choice. Are you ready to mow the lawn, fix the plumbing, and deal with fluctuating property taxes? If yes, maybe buying is for you. If not, renting is not a failure. It's a strategic decision. In conclusion, the right choice depends on you, your finances, your lifestyle, and your future plans. In 2025, the smarter choice isn't always what our parents did. It's what makes sense for you. If this helped clarify things, give the video a like and consider subscribing for more content just like this.